I haven't done this in a while.
No.
Good morning.
Good morning, you guys.
Oh my God, everyone. Guess what we're doing today?
What?
We're sharing it to groups.
Okay. We are doing Your Questions Answered Live today. That's what we're doing.
That's right. And we
So, welcome to
are
another
sharing.
real fun episode.
Oh my God.
Your questions, your manifesting questions answered live.
That's right.
Go to freeneville.com.
That's right.
Join us in manifestingmasterycourse.com.
That's right.
And for refunds, excuse me while I get the iBooks. For refunds, go to feelitrealfun.com. We've got 2 live viewers.
Boom!
Hey.
6 live viewers.
6 now. Wow.
Yasmin, Susan, Jesse, Alice. Boom.
And 2 mystery ones.
And 2 mystery ones.
Hello.
Yasmin says it's Freaky Friday. Actually, it's Fresh Undie Friday.
It is
for those of you who...
Friday. Look at that, freaky.
Those of you who wear undies.
Freaky.
There we go.
Okay.
That's right. Marceline, welcome to the show.
Marceline.
Boom. Cindy.
Cindy.
Hey, you're in your
Yaya.
nightgown eating a big bowl of gumbo.
And I saw the photo, Cindy. I know you tried to send it, PM it to me, but I saw the one in the email 20 showed me.
That's right.
And yeah, the smell.
Gumbo.
I just love the smell of their heads.
I just love gumbalaya.
Jambalaya.
Gumbalaya. That's right.
Yeah,
Susan.
that's yummy. All right, so we've got a full pack show today.
All right, so shall we dive
So
in
we're
with
gonna
your
dive
manifesting
in
questions answered live?
Straight away.
And some of these are from some really cool people.
Are they? And
Yeah.
some aren't.
And some are from some really, really cool people.
That's right.
That's right.
Okay,
All right.
so the first question's from Deborah.
Hi, Deborah.
Questions about manifesting mastery.
This is going to be great.
Hi, Titi and Victoria. I'm interested in your manifestation course. I have some questions about it. Basically, I'll be part of a group where for 90 days I'll receive, watch videos. Is this live videos and are there recordings?
All right.
I think
Answer
she
there
means
is
live.
the answer there is no, but let's continue.
Okay. 2, you had mentioned emails. Does that mean I can email you as many times per week and receive help?
No.
3, after the 90 days, am I still in the group if I want to review it again? Or do I have to pay to join again?
If there is no group. But what's really cool is you can do Manifesting Mastery as many times as you want to.
Yes.
We've had people do it more than that.
Yes, we have.
That's right.
Because they keep getting gold.
They keep getting gold, right? We've had some people started like, one lady started it like 19 times, I think, before I said, listen, let's just finish it this fucking time, right?
Yes, even if you don't do
Yeah,
it every day.
let's just finish
just
it
keep
this
rolling
time,
on.
right?
Yeah.
Just imagine up a you that finishes it, or has
Yeah.
finished it, right? Ooh, patterns.
Yeah.
And one more.
And the last one was, what happens after the 90 days? Is there another group that you have that we can join as a follow-up?
So here's what's really cool. The reason we do none of that for Manifesting Mastery is that what will happen is you'll have discussions. Oh, I don't know what this means. What does it mean? Or how did you do this? Or too much talking, too many answers, too many opinions versus experiences. Because what changes your life is...
Yeah, the sun came out.
You got to make that go away. Oh,
That's
we'll
all
make
right.
it come back. There we go. What changes your life is imaginal experience. Look at
That's
that.
okay.
That's horrible. So that's the thing. Manifesting Mastery was designed for 90 days of little experiences and little bite-sized chunk size. So
Every day.
Every day, one a day. It takes you about 20, 25 minutes. And that's when, it's like eating a meal, power snacks, right? Eating good meals over 90 days changes something. Right? Neville talks about this in mental diets, right? If you feed a duck fish to the day you kill it, it's going to taste like fish. So back in the old days, they would change the diet of the duck for a few weeks and then eat it, right? There's the thing. So here's the deal. ManifestingMasteryCourse.com, 90-day adventure, all done at your own pace. Most people do it in 90 days. Some take longer. Email once a week. And here's why we set that up. Because once a week, we share with you our experience of the previous week. And we'd love to know yours so we can offer some guidance. However, endless emails. I had a lady email me, I think she got up to about 270 emails, and she asked for her money back on day 59. And, of course, my problem was I was younger then. I answered every email. I fell into the trap of here's a bunch of answers. When I should have just told her, shut the fuck up, do the lessons, email me every 7 days, and you'll get the experiences that'll change your world. That's the thing, right? Sort of like the old days when we had apprenticeships. Now we've got unlimited access to everything on the internet, and nobody knows shit. So Did you want to say something, Victoria?
I was just going to say, yeah, it's because also we give our updates every 7 days.
Yep.
Because we are physically doing the course with you. As in, we did it. But these are our true
updates.
real life update
Yes.
after a week. And you get to experience that, and then you give us yours.
Yep.
So,
it works out so cool because it's where literally friends become family in that course, and family becomes real close family in Dream Driven Day. And I want to toss that in real quick because Dream Driven Day is a group program where everybody starts on the same day.
Yes.
Everybody finishes on the same day in theory.
Yes.
Right. Some people take a little longer. That's fine. But having that as a group every day for 30 days of lessons, that's a totally different experiment.
Yeah.
And it works really well because we only have 30 people in that. So
Yes.
30 people, same day. It's a really cool experience. And we'll be doing that in February of 2002 again. Jesse says it's amazing. Absolutely.
But Manifesting Mastery, I actually personally would recommend doing Manifesting Mastery first, the solo adventure.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to let people in Dream Driven Day who haven't done
I think
Manifesting
it's a
Mastery.
better idea
Yeah.
because get a grip on your own stuff,
Yeah, totally.
iron some of
Absolutely.
it out, and then get into a group environment. And I just reckon it works so well.
Exponentially
doing
better.
it that well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's great.
Cool.
Thanks.
Thank you for asking, because
Yes.
this is something which we've needed to put out there, and there we go. So,
And you mentioned, I don't know if you did mention, but I know, Deborah, you mentioned what happens after is a group. We've already explained there's no group with that. But if you then, after, at some point, decided to do Dream Driven Day, the way that one works is, yes, it is a group environment, and yes, the group continues as long as the group wants to.
Yeah,
as
totally.
a Facebook group, private Facebook group.
yeah,
So,
really cool.
Cool.
Yasmin says, you mean 2020, not 2002. Yeah, absolutely. So here's something weird. Let's do a little weird time thing. I don't relate to time well. I suspect that's one reason why I'm so damn good at this, right? And I'm not bragging. I'm just saying I was born 3 months early. I'm always early wherever I go. I think in the club, which is another thing that we've got going on, did we do a call 5 days ago?
Yes.
It feels to me like about 6 months ago. And yesterday, all at the same time. Kim Heaps, hold on. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Kim.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday
to you.
Everyone
2
say
days
happy
ago.
birthday to Kim. Oh,
Happy
2
birthday
days ago.
2 days ago, Kim.
Okay.
Right? So I guess you've recovered. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
So
You've woken up now.
I don't relate to time all that well. So I'm just tossing out. Why was I talking about time? I don't know.
The call, the club. You were saying it was
yeah.
only 5 days ago, and yet you felt it was like 6 months ago. But I don't know where you were.
I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, all right. Yes, 5 days ago. It feels like forever and yesterday ago. It's like it's been months since I've talked with you guys, and yet it feels like it was 10 minutes ago. Really
Surely
weird.
Ann Mills feels the same.
That's right. Cindy.
Poor Leanne.
Andrea.
She's up at 2 a.m. for those calls.
Yeah, cool.
2 a.m. till 4.
We always design our calls, by the way, so we're up at 5. It's an inconvenient time because we eliminate excuses, right? Because everyone says, oh, but it's 3 in the afternoon my time. Oh, it's hit in the evening. I can't possibly miss The Simpsons, right? And it's like, look, we got up at 5. We've made it the most inconvenient time for us. And then Leanne joins and she's gets up at
Perth.
2.
Yeah, Western Australia.
All right.
Yeah.
That was fun. Evil laugh over.
Thank you, Deborah.
Boom.
Right, the next question's from Lauren. And
Hey,
she
Lauren, how are you?
wants some revision help.
Let's do it.
I started to do the revision, but what's that say? Some of the issues are painful and are bringing up more pain because I know they're not real. Like I was revising my dad's funeral, and instead of being snubbed by my sister, I was loved and supported. But it made me feel really sad. What do you suggest?
Cool. If it hurts, you're reliving, you're not revising. So there's a couple ways to approach this. One, really get that you got to prune the vine. If you're heading down a direction and it hurts, you stop that. Right? That you just stop it. Right? The other thing is just revise yesterday. I got to mix up some stuff here. So let's say you and your sister, bad experience, funeral, haven't talked since.
Yes,
right? If you go back to the
100%.
funeral, oh, the dad's dead again. God, it's horrible. Versus just imagine that you had lunch yesterday. It was great.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Imagine her saying, let's go out for a cuppa or
See,
something.
ain't it cool?
Yeah.
See, the nice thing is, if something is bothering you, if it's impacting if something from the past is bothering you, odds are it's impacted your yesterday or Sunday, right? And you just go to yesterday or Sunday whenever it impacted that. It's like, I mean, I was the teenage bedwetter. I used to get beat up by the girls and all that stuff. If that still bothered me yesterday, like if I noticed I'm in the store and I go, whoa, she looks like Denise. Whoa. If I'm having cringy flashbacks, and it's like, right, I'll just imagine that I saw a girl that looked like Denise and I'm, wow, she looks like my friend. You get it? That fast, that easy, right? So do that.
Cool.
All right.
Excellent, Lauren.
Boom.
Thank you.
Thanks for asking, Lauren. Great question.
The next question's from Priscilla. What action do I need to take? My question is, how do you know when some action is needed to get toward a desired outcome? I don't know what to do.
Cool. My guess is you're not fully in your state, because if you're fully in your state, you'll do whatever it takes. And that could be nothing, or it could be something. Yeah, I've imagined, when we started building this project, I imagined global impact, some very specific, indicators of that. And I find every day I'm up at 5 o'clock, unless she keeps me up late.
And it's 5:30.
And then it's 5:30, right?
Yeah.
So if she keeps me up late, right? And it's 5:30 when I get up, first thing I do after making the coffee is send the email. Right? I do a quick systems check, make sure everything's working, send the email. And that's the most valuable thing I can do every day. Now, the thing is, I don't sit around. I don't need motivation. I don't got to figure it out. I've imagined impact, and impact, living in that state is already real, has me do things. So, Yasmin says, imagine and leads, physical follows, that's it.
Yeah.
All that you do, all that befalls you comes from your state. That's where free will ends. So if you think free will is at decision point, generally, I don't have to force myself not to eat bread. I've imagined a very specific kind of body, and I have almost no attraction to bread. When we do, we nail it. But that's it. So, goody question.
Yeah, thanks.
For fun, go to freeneville.com and look up the article, Do Something or Do Nothing.
Yeah.
There's a great quote in there about where free will ends.
Yes.
And it's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, don't look up Do Nothing, Do Something, because it's a different article. But they're both good. I wrote it both ways for the search engines. Totally different articles, though.
All right.
So,
okay. Cool. Thank you, Priscilla.
by the way, you'll notice, right? If you're living in a state where it's like, well, this is confusing, I don't know, let me try to figure it out. If you're living from the state of figure-outer and staying confused, you won't go read the article, right? Or you'll read it and you'll come away confused.
Thinking, I don't
right?
know. Yeah.
On the other hand, if you imagine clarity, having really freaking gotten this, okay, and then you go read the article,
Yeah.
okay, something different happens.
Yeah.
Sourdough toast with eggs and ugly bacon.
Oh, yum.
I'm going to ban her from the show. Yep.
Sounds
Yasmin
nice.
Maxwell, I wish we could ball gag. Wouldn't that be- Yasmin's been ball gagged, right? So, James, welcome to the show. Yeah, revising yesterday's revision is great.
Yeah,
totally.
sweet.
Right?
That's a good
Boom.
Yeah.
Yesterday. All right, Lindsay, buddy, dude, welcome to the show.
Okay.
By the way, love ya. All right? Do. Seriously. All
Yeah.
right? Even unseriously. Right? See? There you go. Look, I got a gym teacher tit just for you. Right? I remember they called it the unitit back in high school because the gym teacher, her bra was so tight. Looked like she just had one.
Oh, one big boob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. The name of the article was Do Something or Do Nothing, Anna Grace.
Cool.
So, cool.
Okay.
Get one of those in the eye. Yeah, it just hurt.
The next question's from Patty.
All right.
Help with revision. What exactly should I revise?
This will be good.
So last Monday he made plans with me, and 30 minutes before cancelled, ultimately saying that it's just been a long day and he doesn't have it in him, so that he's sorry and please let's reschedule. Then I responded, and I've not heard from him since.
Bum, bum, bum.
Doesn't say how you responded, but I get it. Right. Would you or Neville recommend revising the conversation, or revising it so that he did not cancel and we had a wonderful time? I'm thinking that for whatever reason my last my last reply was a turn off, so perhaps I need to start the revision right at that point, where I say something he finds lovely and we have a lovely dialogue back and forth. Then again, why revise something I said if I don't know if that was the culprit? Or does the revision begin where once the plans were scheduled? Oh,
isn't this great?
I
This
know,
is the coolest, right?
I know.
I just had to do this one, right?
Yes.
So in manifestingtothemax.com, okay, we go through this whole thing of head, heart, belly, the 18-inch adventure, right? That's manifestingtothemax.com. Now, what's really cool, what the head wants is yes, no, good, bad, right, wrong, this, that. This will go on forever, and it'll make your head hurt. Then you have to find a chiropractor to get things adjusted, right, Lindsay? Then, right? So, but your heart wants to feel something, right? The heart just wants to feel. This is not Neville's model, by the way. I've just found this useful as we continue to make it up, right? So the heart just wants to feel. Doesn't matter good, doesn't matter bad. It just wants to feel. And then in the belly, there's this knowing, right? This wants to figure it out. This wants to feel. The belly is where knowing resides, right? And literally, you can watch people move through these. Most people don't make it to the third, by the way, all that often, all that usefully. So here's the cool thing. Ready?
Make room for Bruce.
Hi, Bruce. So, I could revise Bruce getting on the couch. I could revise Victoria, like, looking down there. I could revise my distraction from it all. Or I could just imagine the show fucking crushed it. What's the real end, right? You get that your inquiry, my imagining that we gave a damn good answer, set that all up. You get it? I didn't have to imagine Bruce getting on the couch, Victoria fidgeting and moving over, trying to get Bruce up and be comfy, me getting, like, distracted. Right? I mean, I don't got to revise any of that.
Yeah.
All I got to do is return to my state that the show crushed it. You get it? How about that? So, Charlene, Coolio, we got an email-y thing, right? I keep getting lost in my emails, so you know why. So drop me an email, but boom.
Cool.
Love ya.
Excellent. So that's cool. That was from Patty. Thank
That's
you,
right.
Patty. Hope that was helpful.
And useful.
Yes.
It was fun.
Manifestingtothemax.com. Maybe go and have a look at that. The other thing
Truly,
is,
that's a damn good course.
when he was talking about head, heart, belly on YouTube, go to feelitrealfun.com. Check out the ignition videos.
On an 18-inch adventure.
18-inch adventure videos.
Yep.
There's a series of about 5 of them, which is sort of all on this, and you might
Yes.
find that really cool too.
Absolutely. And if you want to go deep, yeah, you know where to go. You know where to go. Kim, thank you. I'm assuming you mean my hat. Kim said, love your hat.
Yeah. It's his Raymond Reddington
That's my
hat.
Reddington hat. I'm going to
loves
get
it.
2 more hats soon, but we have to talk.
Oh, 2. The Tilly ones.
Yeah, well, you'll find out. All right.
Okay.
I've got a big head.
Then he does. The next question's from Natasha.
Natasha.
Yeah.
Or
Hi,
something like that.
I have a question. I recently started my photography business. It's something I'm very good at and what I really love to do. I'm improving my skills, but what I've noticed is that there are so many photographers with the same type of photography. What I want is to be a different, successful photographer and to be noticed, but I don't know how to imagine that. Got any suggestions?
Absolutely. So you're currently imagining that you're a little tiny wave in a big ass ocean full of waves. Wow, or a piece of grass in a meadow, right? Competition, right? We don't have any competition. Okay, the reason we don't is because first I've imagined wild, wonderful success, and 2, I let myself do whatever I do. Here's the cool thing, right? Raymond is on the blacklist, absolutely. So here's what's really, really cool. When you nail your state as successful photographer, you're going to do whatever you need to do, and that's the cool thing. If you don't do that, you're going to be worried about it all. So just really nail the state of, to you, what would imply that you are an uber successful photographer. See, I don't know what it is, but you'll know your thing. I mean, can you experience it with a coffee game? Will it be that you're looking forward to a shoot tomorrow? We don't know your particulars. You might not even know. If you imagine uber success, you may find yourself doing a completely different kind of photography.
Yeah.
Okay, you never know. That's the cool thing. Because if you go, right, so this is my way of doing it. I got a guy, he wrote 2 books. He imagined the books being bestsellers. He didn't write them from the state of best-selling author. His books blow. Yeah, just to be blunt. I mean, he sends me copies. I go, man, I'm sorry, they suck, right? I can't promote those because they're confusing. They're weird. Lots of more spelling errors than my stuff, right?
Wow.
Yeah, wow, right? But so he didn't write them from the state. So, on the other hand, if he was in the state of best-selling author, and then he wrote the book, something different comes out. So, boom. Susan says, you're amazing how you break this down. You know what amazes me is that people don't. Like when we do like a business consult or strategy session with someone and work out this is your business, it amazes me that people go, right, I got a great, there's a massive difference. Okay, here's a goodie. There's a massive difference between an idea and a business. An idea, people need to get that kind of shit. All right, cool. So, how do you expose it? How do you promote it? How do you get people talking about it? What's 2 products ahead? 2 products ahead, people just need this one thing of shit. Right? There's but coming from a successful business thing, creates a different way of thinking. So, and this is what I enjoy doing. So, thank you, Susan. So, boom. Is that a rose? Do I see? I just scrolled up. All right.
Okay. Thank you, Natasha. Have fun
sure.
with it.
Whoa.
Stop that.
That
Do the scroll.
Disastrous.
The next one is for Adrian.
Yo, Adrian.
How many sessions? So I have a question. When Neville was imagining to leave the army and be at home, he did this every night, and also when he wanted to go to Barbados. Then I read this and I wondered. So this is going to be Neville got a quote. If you find it necessary to recreate the act every day, you are not casting your bread upon the water.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to repeat that. There's one word in there that is really freaking important. Okay? The whole sentence is gold, Manjari. But there's one word in there that's really important. I want you to type in what you think it is. So,
okay.
please start from the top again, Victoria.
If... Is that the word? No. It starts with...
All right. Look, she's trying to whittle it down. You can't imagine what being married to her is like. All the time she does this.
If you find it necessary to recreate the act every day, you are not casting your bread upon the water.
Continue. Okay, so somewhere in there was the most important word in the world, I think. Right? Somebody... Well, it's a really cool word. Actually, it's important for this lesson. So type it in, whatever you think it is.
All right, and I'll keep reading the quote. You may imagine over and over again, but you are only going to impregnate once. And if you reach the point of relief, your bread has been cast upon the water to return, perhaps in the matter of an hour. I have had the phone ring minutes after I've imagined it to hear confirmation that it has happened. Sometimes it has taken days, weeks or months, but I do not repeat the action once I've done it and felt the feeling of relief, for I know there is nothing more I need to do.
Alrighty. Thomas Pranio, recreate.
TP says recreate.
Was that in that first sentence?
Yes, recreate the act.
All right.
Wrong.
Thanks for playing, Tom. Go put your mask on.
Anyone else got any ideas?
And play with your stick.
So I'll say that first sentence just one more time.
One more time.
You find it
we only
necessary.
had one person.
Yeah, only one person played.
Impregnate.
That wasn't in the first sentence.
Yeah. Somebody's getting scolded.
Right. If you find it necessary to recreate the act every day, you are not casting your bread upon the water.
All right. Cool. If.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't really, but I just thought I'll say that. I don't know.
Unbelievable.
So, what is it?
Any more guesses? James, you win the prize. Necessary. If you find it necessary to. Right? Charlene, look at that. 2 in a row. Jesse, feel. Come on, guys. Cheat. I just said it's
Feel
necessary.
wasn't in the first sentence, Josie. If you find it necessary
she's
to
in a
recreate
scolding
that.
mood.
No,
you can imagine.
I just-
So this is why I sometimes have to sleep in.
Well, then otherwise he would
20.
have got it right and would have said necessary. So that's why I was just pointing it out.
All right.
Yes, necessary.
So anybody that wants to cheat, just type in the word necessary. Here's the thing: if you nail it, you nail it. Right? When I'm walking into Kohl's, and I know pork bellies for lunch, and I nail it, yeah, I will walk back and either pork belly will be marked down, or they'll mark it down while I'm there, or I'll stumble through and see Yasmin Maxwell. Fudge, man, I'm just trying to get the fuck home. I got a show to do, and she'll kick, and then I'll go back there, and all of a sudden, boom, right? There's my pork belly. Right? Whatever needs to happen happens because of my imaginal act. Right? Now the key is, right? If I walk a few steps and it's like, oh fudge, okay, yeah, I got to imagine it again. Right? That just means that I didn't move into there and stay.
Yeah.
Right? And that's not good or bad. It's just right. You know. Just notice. Here's my thing.
Yeah, that's the proof, though. I got you.
Yes.
That's the proof that you haven't cast the bread. I see.
Yep. When
Yeah.
you cast the bread, it's no longer in your hand.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I love the way Neville uses language, by the way. So, and by the way, there's some idiot out there that's going to say, we're going to do the casting of the bread method. We're going to buy ourselves, Mr. 20, do we buy white bread or wheat bread, Wonder bread or the generic bread? Doesn't matter what kind of bread we get, because I'm going to get the sourdough bread, because Yasmin Maxwell mentioned it. I'm going to rip it up, and I'm going to imagine my wish, and I'm going to throw the bread. Right? This has nothing to do with bread. It's a metaphor or an analogy. I don't know which I get confused. But really feel that. Okay? For fun, go get something and throw it. Notice what it feels like to not have it in your hand anymore. Get pretty visceral with this. That way you'll know when I nail pork belly, I can, oh, it's Yasmin Maxwell. Yay, let me steal your buggy, right? Let me take your phone, right? Whatever I'm in the mood to do. Somebody returned my wallet today. That was fun. Yeah, it fell out of my pant pocket, right? So here's the cool thing. So when you get that, your job is to nail it. When I do a session, I nail it. I surrender to it. I don't do it and then, okay, I hope that nailed it. Yeah, that's not nailing it. Pork belly. Right? There's that feeling. It literally goes down to the belly. Got it? There's the thing. So, by the way, Neville's brother sat in front of the building for 2 years.
Yeah.
Every day, stopped by, stared at the building,
See the
imagine the
Goddard's
Goddard name on it, right?
Yep.
Does it mean that he was a bad manifester? No, that empire is still growing. They're all dead. We talked about this last week, right? All the old Goddards are dead, right? See ya, right? Yeah, no hard feelings. You know, they're worm food, right? Their bodies are. But if it took him every year for 2 years to do that, he did that. There's the thing, right? Nail it. Get in the habit of nailing.
Yeah.
Boom. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
thanks for asking, because
Yeah.
people need to hear that.
Yeah, that was great, Adrian.
I'm doing sessions, affirmations, 555. I'm burning incense. I'm playing my mood music, and it's still not happening. Well, that's because you're not casting your bread.
Oh, so actually, yes. So for Adrian, good point.
Yo, Adrian.
He gave us that Neville quote about just casting the bread and leave it alone. It's done.
Yep.
Yeah. But then the first part, which I read, but I'll read again, he's got a question because Neville was imagining to leave the army and be at home. He did it every night.
Yep.
So why would he have done it every night?
Cool. Let's look at the second sentence here, right?
Okay.
So Neville says, you may imagine over and over again, but you are only going to impregnate once.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I could imagine voting more than once, but I only need to nail it once. Unless I dig it up, then I nail it again. You got it? There's the cool thing, because, by the way, Neville doesn't say I nailed it the first night. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Maybe he nailed it, and then during the day he lost it. Then you go back in. Got it? There's
He
the
might
thing.
have loved the feeling.
Yeah, being home.
Just being home.
With his cuddle buddy. Yo.
Yeah.
That keeps me up all night.
Yeah.
Cool. Scolding mood.
Okay, good.
All right.
So that's why.
Hi, Stacy.
Okay, thank you, Adrian. That was a great question. Right, the next one, questions from Catalan.
Hey, buddy.
Dream Driven Day Catalan, I'm assuming. Women tell me they don't like me. Yeah, it's Dream Driven Day Catalan.
Yeah, it's true. I asked 10 today. Even the ladies that gave me my wallet, I said, let me ask you a question, right? Do you like that guy? What guy? The guy I'm thinking about. Anyway.
Okay, Kettle asks, I imagine being in a loving relationship. I'm moved to go out and talk to ladies, dates, etc. However, none of them seem to really like me. Some say it so explicitly. Thoughts? Keep up the great work, you too.
Cool. Couple thoughts. One, so I imagined having a BMW. I happened to buy the first one. However, if I went and the car wasn't a match, I wouldn't have bought it. Right? But I went and it was a match. Right? Gave man cash, took car.
Yeah.
Right? That's the fun thing. So, two ways to look at this. One, actually three. One, that ain't the right chick.
Yeah.
Cool.
You said you want a loving relationship. So all these they might not fit the bill of being in a loving relationship.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of relationships out there that are.
Out there.
Let's just call them. Yeah. So you could end up in a fascinating relationship, right? I was talking with our friend today at the dog park, Carnivore's mother, and I told her, I said, I find people fascinating the way they do their heads in. Because we all do. We all have fascinating ways of doing our heads in. And I find it fascinating because, there's only really one way to win. You imagine what implies your wish has been fulfilled. Fill that, reside there, surrender to that, and let it happen. On the other hand, it's fascinating how people complicate things. Oh, my God. And the ways that we can do our heads in. Absolutely fascinating to me. Some people talk to themselves. Some people have images. Some people see movies. Some people literally experience that. Fascinating. So, this thing with women, it could be that if you're staying in your state, right, they're not the right ones. Second of all, this could be a totally separate wish. What if you want to be in a goody relationship, maybe you want to have fun dating too, right? So you could revise some of this and imagine, before I get the BMW, I might enjoy taking walks, right? So it doesn't have to be a war. So you could also, just go at it like, right, so I'm going to imagine up a separate wish. All right, so you want dinner. Let's call that the loving relationship. But you can also have lunch. Imagine up a yummy lunch. Yeah, boom. It's sort of like this thing here. I live from the state of loving teacher. But I also imagined having a kick-ass show today. And I also imagine maybe doing a podcast today that's good, right? So there's all those little wishes that the big wish has, right? So Jesse says hedonistic.
Hedonistic.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Boom.
Yeah. Chat to Tim. Right. Now, you had a lot of this, what are you imagining is true about you?
Another thing, what are you imagining true about women? There's always different ways to play, right? So, some people imagine women's as gold diggers, and that's what they get, right? I joke about that all the time. I'm talking about women's as gold diggers.
Yeah, he does.
Right? I do joke about it, because that's one of the major things that I come across. It's all women want is my money or good time or to take advantage of guys, right? Well, if you notice any of that in there, change it. Same thing with women. They go, the number one thing I hear is all men want is sex. And it's well, let's play a game. I'm attracted to you, and I'd like to have sex with you, right? I don't walk around let's get married because I don't want to fuck you, right? It's that's just weird, right? Yeah. It's why marry someone if you're not attracted to them, right? So, boom. John has a thing. I'm going to try to grab it real quick. I've been receiving fraudulent checks from women. Oh, missed it. I can't scroll back up. How do I get real money now? I don't know. If you can, tell you what, retype that and put it in later. Yeah. We'll say when, and I'll try to grab it real quick. So, because we can't scroll up, it gets all goofy. Yeah. So, but imagine women giving me money. Oh my God!
What's TP got about lingerie?
Imagine I am charming, and women always flirt with me. Yeah, see, my old buddy Sean. I talked about him in Dream Driven Day. Sean imagined women dig him, women enjoy me, right? And he always had one on each arm, and sometimes another one, right?
Women had a great time with
me. Women. He just imagined that they had a great time with him. But us other guys in high school were like, he, right? So. Yeah, there we go. Women's is gold diggers. See? Coming from a woman. She's telling you the truth.
Yasmin knows.
That's right. She knows. I know this because Yasmin knows this.
Cool.
All right, next.
Excellent. Thank you, Catalin.
Catalin, love you, buddy.
The next question's from Pauline. Manifest a job.
Woo.
How do I imagine for a new job which I would like? Thanks.
Cool. I would do the whole implication thing. What would imply that you have that job, or you wake up in the morning, having your cup of coffee, looking forward to the day. You know what that feels like, right? Or, yeah, at the end of the day, you're going to sleep. Oh, a great day at work. Right? Yeah, I got no home life. I had a great day at work. Right? Find those feelings. Again, what implies your wish is fulfilled? There's the key, right? Coffee game is something I'd really suggest. You could imagine having coffee at work at a place that you love working at, right? So, Yasmin's asking about lingerie.
Sorry.
Are you thinking this is lingerie?
No, because TP pulled up I Imagine, and because we're actually quite away from the iPad with small, so I thought the I Imagine said lingerie.
Whoa.
But yeah, okay, yeah, it's got it.
All right. It's going to be a good night tonight.
All right. Yeah, call Pauline. If you want, yeah.
Coffee game it.
Coffee game it.
And if you go to freeneville.com and type the word coffee in the search box, or if you go on Google and you type in Neville Goddard coffee game, odds are you're going to go to our place, right? If you go someplace else,
probably not.
Don't do it.
Sweet. Right. The next question's from Jill.
Yep.
I am being stalked.
By the way, I titled it that. She didn't say that, but there's a reason why I did that.
Okay. Yes. So her question is, how do I imagine not being stalked anymore?
All right. Cool. What do you want instead? It might sound obvious, by the way. How do I imagine not eating Chinese for lunch?
Yeah. Yes.
Right? It's sort of...
Don't put the knots in.
Yeah. And it's not the words. And sometimes going to say that's right. The subconscious mind does not understand negatives. This is right. So only your conscious mind understood that because you use the word doesn't and negative, or does it not understand negatives, right? So it just gets weird. But from a processing angle, if you say, "Hey, I don't want to eat Chinese," and I say, "Groovy, man." I'll get Vietnamese instead. How about Thai? Right? What do you want instead? There's the big thing. Yeah. Another bit, we had a fellow ask about the news, and this was a great question. Some people try to avoid the news because what they hear, they'll keep imagining about, right? And it'll stress them out, drive them nuts, something like that. Or they'll hear something on the news, a new tax is coming into, the administration has passed a nude tax. And it's like, well, I get nude once in a while. Like, I don't want to be taxed for that. And then they just imagine weird shit. Versus if you fill your day, if you fill your imaginalness up with lovely bits, right? Like imagine up a yummy pizza. Imagine up a lovely puppy. Somebody perky, right? And then you find it.
I'm not a puppy.
And then you find out, like, man, I haven't imagined not eating Chinese food for years, right? Because I'm focusing
too busy
on perky,
focusing on what I do
and
want.
puppy,
Yes,
and pizza.
Yeah.
So there we go, chicken. Yeah, should have taken that out of the fridge.
Right.
Anyway, cool. So that's where I'd begin. What do you want instead? Use the tools for that. If you haven't done easymanifestingmethods.com yet. There's 7 days of videos there, little short things like about 8 minutes. Help you get the basics here because you really need to nail that. So that's easymanifestingmethods.com.
Yeah.
Great question.
Cool. Thanks, Jill. The next question's from Yolanda.
Next.
Next?
No, I'm just...
When I think of certain people, ... Right. Hey, TT and V. I've come to realise that thoughts of certain persons can get me out of my desired state. I totally appreciate where you're coming from, Yolanda.
That's right. We feed them to the chipper.
I thought I'd forgiven them for upsetting and hurting me, and I also forgave myself for upsetting and hurting them. However, I sometimes feel upset if I'm reminded of them. How do I get to the point where I can see them or be reminded of them without getting upset and getting myself off track? As always, thank you for your insight.
Cool. So when Neville talks about forgiveness, he mentions forgiveness is forgetting. And the key with this is, and this is really important, there's only one reason why they did what they did. And it's, at some point, you gave them the role. Or you gave the role, it's like literally, and I know someone, and I'm not saying you, but someone's going to say, yeah, that all sounds nice and fluffy, Mr. 20. But I got my head kicked in when I was 23 years old, right? Not a good day at work. And I can tell you, I was not a victim in that case, okay? I was imagining up a bunch of shit growing up. And it's like, you know what? The shitstorm came home. And when it came time to quote-unquote forgive the bad guys, Molly, welcome to the show. When it came time to forgive the bad guys, it was like I had to just realize, you know what? The only reason they did to me what they did was because of what I was imagining, right? What I accepted as true, right? I mean, and that's the thing. Because if I'm imagining something lovely, if I'm imagining people, love me, I get along great with people, it's a lot of fun, that's what I get, right? If I imagine people are shit, then I end up hanging out with Cube. But, right? But this is the fun thing, right? So whenever you look back and it's like, yeah, this is something that upset me, forgiveness isn't anything about, I forgive you for what you did. I mean, you were rude, and I forgive you, right? Yeah. It's like, you know what? I was imagining something that had you be a dick to me, right? I was imagining something that had, some people, like, literally kick my head in.
Yep.
All right? And as soon as I get to that point, there's freedom.
Yeah.
Right? Besides that, it's like, like, seriously. I mean, like, does it make marriage a lot funner? Yeah. Instead of going, you know what, Victoria, I forgive you. I understand you're a woman.
Can you imagine how many times I'd have to say it a day? No.
See what I mean? Because she's a woman, she'll do this on the show. Because she knows I won't beat her in public.
Right.
And so on.
Yeah.
So that's it. There's the biggie right there. And it changes everything. Yeah. And it always goes back to MM Lesson 1. The girls giggled. It's just a different layer of that. So thank you for asking. That's going to bless a lot of people.
Sweet.
Boom.
Thank you, Yolanda. And I hope you're enjoying MM.
Yolanda.
I think you mentioned they just joined.
A little while back.
Yeah,
like a couple days ago or something.
Cool.
Maybe last week. I don't remember. I don't relate to time all that well. That's why everything, seriously, goes on my Google Calendar, right? Molly knows, right? When do I walk into the pool? 11 o'clock in the morning, 9 days out of 10, right?
Yeah.
Why? Because that's what Google tells me, right? I've been going a little earlier because it helps with my hip to be there a little longer, but it's hip to be square.
Okay.
Or with a cube or something.
The next question's from Zeno. Dream job.
All right.
Zena.
Manifesting dream job.
Manifesting dream job.
Yeah. Believe it or not, we sort of covered that a little bit ago.
Yes.
If I was going to add anything to that, it would be, first thing, do you really want a job? Because a lot of times when people tell me I want to manifest my dream job, but I don't know what it is, I've just got to ask, do you really want a job? Or do you want to do something else? We had one of them
last show, actually, I remember.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that was a real goodie one too. Yeah.
Yeah, if you look at the show from last time,
like
take whatever today's date is and go back 8 days, it'll be in there, 7 days, something like that. So, but I always want to know this, because if it's like, I am imagining my dream job because I don't want the headaches of having a business and I don't know what my business would be. But, but notice, what do you really want? Right? For me, it always comes down to time. Yeah, I imagine up a life that gives me time to do what I choose, and then the business, the job, whatever it is, fits in there. It's a subset, right? Thomas says, you guys need to cheer up. We're upside down. That's why we look grumpy. Right?
What?
Actually,
seem happy?
actually, he's from New Jersey.
Oh, well,
right?
that explains
Jesse? Yeah. Next time you go to New Jersey. All right.
Yep.
Cool. That was great.
Cool. So is the next question there from Jesse?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to make it dark.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's right.
Jesse from Dream Driven Day asks, how do I stop reacting to condensing so violently? I love my stretches, but I keep imagining up some nifty trials after each one.
Cool. Revise those. It's really a cool thing to notice. Yeah, the whole dynamic of something good, something bad, something good, something bad. Notice I'm stepping out of the whole stretching part of it, but there's really is a cyclical thing, right? It's sort of like it's sort of like drink too much, have a hangover, right? Drink too much, smoke too much pot, steal a television set, right? You break the part of the cycle that needs broken. If you want to smoke a cigar, cigarette, dope, or drink a whiskey, you enjoy that. But imagine, and again, this is metaphorical, but imagine stopping before it gets, before you wake up with the spinnies, right? And here's how you do it. You imagine the night before. I just enjoyed a drink and fell asleep. Got up feeling great. Night before. Enjoyed a drink, fell asleep, woke up feeling great. Just revise that pattern wherever it shows up in life. And then, boom. There we go. And it can be, and the key is, this can be anywhere. Okay? It could be, getting a raise. Right? Car breaking down. Right? We've talked about this before. Right? This is very literal. And so it's like, got a raise. Went on a holiday. Still cost me some money, right? But imagine, just find the little bits where you just want to give it that tune-up so it's more of a doosh than a poof.
Than a crash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coolio. It's so cool. Like, really, really, really is. Yeah. So, thanks for asking. That's going to help a lot of people.
Cool, Jesse.
Cool. There's, for anybody who wants to dive deeper, just go to freeneville.com and type in the word revision. There's a whole bunch of articles that'll bring up, but there'll be one about breaking cycles, which is really, really important. Because there's some cycles you do want to break. And enjoy, buddy. Love ya.
Boom. Cool. The next question's from Catherine.
Yes, it is.
Help with visualizing.
By the way, this is the last question that we have here. So if you got a question for us...
Someone had one question, but
don't
yet.
type it yet, but get ready to...
Hit the button.
Right, to hit the button.
Hit the send button.
We love hitting buttons. I just love buttons.
Okay.
Button.
And so, Catherine, help with visualizing. So, I understand the concept of feeling during the imaginal act, and I understand the concept of seeing it from your own eyes during that imaginal act. I can do the feeling part, but the other part is what I'd like some advice on. I'm not a very visual person, especially when it comes to my imagination. Is there a way to improve this? Or is that okay and the methods will still work without me seeing things in my mind's eye just by feeling alone?
Let's say that there's the main bit and there are the bonus bits, right? In Dream Driven Day, we talked about the Western Gate. The Western Gate. Now, here's what's cool. Okay, why did I lose my wallet today? Right? So when I had lost my wallet previously, I was imagining holding my wallet. Right? Why did I lose my wallet today? So it could get returned to me, so I could hold it. I didn't even know it was lost. But here's an old pattern that I built in, positive patterns, Jesse, of holding my wallet. Right? So before, when I lost my wallet, it's like, fuck man, I lost my wallet again. If I stayed in that, I'd keep losing my wallet, right? And worry about its return. Now it gets returned before I even notice it was gone.
Yeah.
Right? Just for fun. Now, when we look at this right here, let me see that. Cool. So when we look at this right here, there's a quote of Neville's which is really good. And it basically goes, how would I feel if I saw the world from the state of my wish fulfilled? And it's really precise, because I was just looking at this earlier today. I don't even know why, but I was looking at that quote earlier today before we even sent this. So how would I feel if I saw the world from the state of my wish fulfilled? You notice there's an if in there, right? This is one where the if word, who voted for if earlier?
Well, I said first.
Right? Different quote, but you get the booby prize. Prize. So, booby prize. Yay. It's amazing when you put a little pause in there what happens. Booby prize. So, anyway. So, this is the really, really cool thing. How would I feel if I saw the world from the state of my wish fulfilled? You don't have to see. Seeing's a bonus, right? Hearing is a bonus. Smelling is a bonus. They're all fun ways to play. But what really matters is the feel. How would I feel if, how would you feel if you saw the world from the state of your wish fulfilled? There's the thing right there. You get it? So, do you have to see? No. Neville didn't see well at all at first. Later on, he did. His big thing for the longest time was hearing.
Yeah.
So he would sit at the phone, right? Boom. All right. So, and by the way, watch this. This is going to be clever. All right. I am clever. So the guy calls him and he says, I didn't leave the phone. I sat there and I imagined until I heard him say the good news to me. Right? So Neville didn't wait. Now, here's a trap, and we've had people fall into this, and I'm not saying this is you, but it's like, I can't do this right because I can't visualize. We had a lady in the group for 3 years. Yeah, at least once every 28 days, she would write about being unable to visualize. Christine, welcome to the show. And it's like, and we kept saying, dude, you don't have to. Well, but when I close my eyes, all I see is black, right? Cool. First of all, you can visualize, because if you couldn't, you wouldn't know the difference between me and your mother. Right? Memory is imagination. So if you can look at me and go, that's not mom, right? you can visually process. You may or not see it, but that's okay. And then there's the other thing. It's like, right, where's the milk? Where's the milk? Where's the milk in the store? Now you see something different. You don't go, and then I walk into the store and I turn left and I walk 72 steps. I've counted them to make sure I get there. Then I turn right. Right? Now you know where the milk is in the store, right? So that's the fun thing, right? So can you visualize? Absolutely. Everybody does have visual process. It doesn't always get into your attention, but it's there. You don't have to visualize to have something happen. Again, the quote of Neville's, how would I feel if I saw the world from the state of my wish fulfilled? Seeing's a bonus. It's fun. I'd suggest playing with all your imaginal senses.
I love smell. Yeah, smell for me is one of my biggies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boom. So, how's that? So, somebody had a question earlier, if you want to bang it in real quick, while Brucey just lays there and sucks it in.
Oh, I know. He's just loving it.
God, Brucey is so smell-oriented. I threw the ball for him yesterday, right? And the ball just went, and you could see it. And he ran toward it, and then he's smelling for it.
Yeah.
He just he's smelling for the ball.
Yeah.
Right? And it's fascinating to watch. And then suddenly,
found it.
yeah, fascinating.
Yeah.
So typey fast.
Yeah.
So, talking about visualizing Yoda saying, what are you looking at? Yeah, Yoda. Angela, you're going to have to watch the refund or join us in the watch party later.
Yeah.
Which you often do, and sometimes we
You
acknowledge
do?
you.
Yes.
Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we sit here and go, let's make her wait.
Well, normally all the time we say, we're live, Angela.
Yeah, sometimes we say
Actually,
you're not even
watch
there.
the watch party now, because we are live right now, Angela.
Yeah, we're live, Angela, right now.
And when we do the watch party, you'll see us saying, we are live right now, Angela.
And we'll mess with you. That's what we do.
Yeah.
All right, I guess the question's not coming back. Maybe they died or something.
Yeah.
But if you ever have any questions, feel free to email us. Odds are I'll say we'll answer them on the show, that kind of thing. Or I'll give you a quickie, that kind of thing.
Oh.
A quickie answer, Victoria.
I know.
That's right. So,
Okay.
how much feeling do you get from touching and smelling when feeling it real? You know, if you go to freeneville.com and do a search there, use quotes for Western Gate, right? It'll bring up a couple lectures. One of them really goes into detail as far as which gate is associated with which sense. It's a fascinating one. Not
That'd
enough
be nice.
time here to go
Yeah.
into it. Maybe we'll do a special show
That would be
on
good.
that.
Yeah.
But how much feeling do you get from touching and smelling? I find smell primal. A lot of research says smell is the most primal scent, because literally when you're in the womb, you're tasting, smelling something, right? When you come out of your mom, tasting, smelling something, right? And Neville kept returning to the Western Gate is the big key.
Touch.
Yeah, the thing of touch. So like literally, I mean, you want Puppy to come home, you imagine holding Puppy. You know, it's like petting Puppy, right? You can't pet him if he's not there, right? So you imaginally pet Puppy, right? So,
Yeah.
boom, great question.
Yeah.
So, shall we close it up, Victoria?
I think we'll close it up then, because it looks like that other person went away.
Yep.
So that other person,
back,
if you decide you really want an answer, email
If you really want an answer.
20, well,
Yeah.
for it. Okay, so thank you for tuning in today.
Boom.
I'd love to know, what was your bang bit?
What was your bang bit?
Yeah.
There was some bit that gave you a bang. What was it?
Yep, type that in.
The whole boobies thing. Booby prize. That was my bang bit. Yep.
Yeah.
Western Gate. See, I do the
And
Western Gate for the booby prize.
Yeah.
There we go.
The booby prize.
That was fun. Anyway,
Meanwhile, go to freeneville.com.
that's right.
Join us in manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Right.
And for refunds, go to feelitrealfun.com.
Ooh.
Have a great day, night.
That was fun.
And, yeah, catch
Cool.
us soon.
And remember we talked about that 18-inch adventure? You can find out more about that at feelitrealfun.com. There's a playlist. And if you want to really dive deep, manifestingtothemax.com.
Yeah.
Charlene. Oh, we are fun. Thanks.
Good one. Thank you, Charlene.
You're fun too.
And I know last week we talked about, and we didn't do it this week, it
I will
will
do
come, where we're going to ask questions.
Our questions
and you
answered
guys have
live
to answer.
by you guys. This will be such good fun.
Yeah,
we got to come up with a list of questions. Maybe
Yeah,
we'll do
we're
it
going
this
to come up with
weekend.
some real goodies.
That's right. What is Joe Weldon's middle name?